Welcome to Jtown Journeys. I'm Devin Harper, your host. Today we're going to tour ASU TV, and to help us out is Station Manager Caleb Phillips. We're in the newsroom with Caleb Phillips.
That's right, and this is one of the new areas that we have recently renovated here at ASU TV. Fun fact, we are one of the only stations here in this area in Northeast Arkansas that is fully HD. We're not on the air HD yet, but in-house we are fully HD compliant. We've beat some of the stations here in the market as well. And this room used to have a lot more functions and was a lot smaller with the stuff that we had in it before. We used to have all kinds of racks and mounts, but with HD and new equipment, it's all condensed into these three rack mounts. So this used to be a rack about, I don't know, about 8 foot long, and same for all this, and it all gets condensed down. This is all of our studio controls and studio playback systems, and then the heart of ASU TV itself is right here. In this system, our automation system, most stations nowadays, like college stations, most radio stations that you listen to probably aren't manned 24/7 with a master control operator who turns on the shows for you and makes sure things are on the air. We use automation systems. In our case, we do. KASU, our sister station, our sister radio station, does as well. So, and then probably KISS FM and different stations at the Jonesboro Radio Group use the same style of automation systems. So it's just much more cost effective to have a computer do it instead of have someone physically here all night. That's
okay.
That's where I
You want to talk about stuff in here? Talk
sure.
about our board and stuff?
I closed it because it was flipping out. It was like shaking. And
oh yeah,
no one was clicking over here.
That's how it's going
no one's in there.
Will you two come on this side of the system, or the?
Like, what is going on?
It keeps not clicking over there. Look,
No.
it's switching from one to the other.
Look at that.
Is that you're trying to set it up? As long as B and C can play, we can record it to a hard disk. Yeah, I saw it. It's okay. Try and see if something can play off of B or C. Just close out of channel 1. So now we're in the control room, and one of the things about the conversion that there are bugs. There are always bugs with anything new that you get that you have to work out. Nothing is perfect. And as you can see, Cody Dirto, one of our producers here at ASU TV, having some issues on the server. We're slowly working out bugs, but it's part of the old equipment, some of the stuff we kept. And it's going to get fixed. It's slowly working. It's just one of the behind the scenes. It's live TV. You never know what's going to happen. And once you go live, something always goes down. Part of the, I don't, if you're viewing and you have been in our studios before, this is completely new. This is our monitor wall right here, and it was old clunky cathode ray tube old style TVs from possibly the early 50s, 60s, 70s. That's how old we kept it here. And we finally upgraded. These are 52-inch LCD HD TVs, our new board. All of this, the entire upgrade, the stuff you saw in the other room, the stuff in this room, cost us around $500,000. We, of course, here at ASU still want to send out our huge thanks to Dr. Glenn Jones and Interim Chancellor Dan Howard here at Arkansas State University for giving us such great equipment that we are putting to use every day. Part of the show is being used with new equipment and things like that. And be sure to always just check us out on our equipment. We are putting it to full use. New shows every day, new programming from other content and other satellite networks that we're bringing. So you never know what you're going to find here on ASU TV, Suddenlink Channel 18.
There is a lot of prep work done behind ASU TV programming to ensure our viewers get the best programming available.
We honestly, Dr. Pitts, she's wanting to buy a new set and everything else. That $25,000, $30,000 needs to go to upgrade 360. We need a full 360.
One of the many preparations done at ASU TV is arranging the set and make sure our cameras are set up to catch all the right shots. Freshman Charles McCray is helping us check our camera's focus. Marcella Tapia is explaining to Cody Stevens how to operate the camera he will be shooting. She also shows Cody how to use the camera properly and which shots to take. As it cuts closer to show time, Shot Clock host Cody Durto gives his staff a prep talk.
It's gonna be a good show. I have faith in everybody.
You can sit here in the control room and watch it all, or you can sit out routine.
And when I get out here, I'll sit down and I'll start reading, and you can practice. We'll practice for like a minute or so. Okay.
This is the control room. Right. Full suit up. That's kind of low, but it's adjustable.
Caleb Phillip is on set to check all the cameras' position and make sure that the staff are ready to go.
Here is now going to be the wide shot. And then 4 is going to be on the guest.
Yeah, 4 is the guest shot, 3 is the 2 shot, 1 and 2 are on me.
Cody Durto then focuses on getting ready by practicing to read his intro on the prompter.
I think then, so camera 2 should be your medium shot of Cody, and then camera 1 should be that shot that's set up to pull up that OTS. Because I can't, camera 2 where it's at, it'll run offset, but camera 1 then.
Caleb then goes through the rundown one more time with the staff.
Okay, let's pull up me in that shot then.
Yeah.
Pull up 1.
You can barely hear me, huh?
Yeah.
Can you hear me better now?
Devin, you might have more room if you go there.
You then see me, I'm moving to get ready to produce the show and keep time.
Yeah, you can be back there.
You see, you're running the server though, right?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
right there.
Yeah, and y'all both have headsets back there. So let's take a look.
Cody, Marcelo wants you to sit.
Caleb focuses the cameras one more time to ensure that the shots are clear, while Cody finishes practice on the prompter.
Tell her I'm going to read through the intro and then the first story. So I'll read through the intro and I'll go and start reading the second story.
Cody said he's going to read the intro, then the first story.
Then start the first story.
He's going to start the first story,
So we can practice that.
so we can practice that.
Tanner, I'm going to read the prompter so you can practice for me. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Cody Durto. Over the past week,
Charles, can you
we've
go
seen
to...
Marcel is then in the control room checking the graphics and shots. As Cody goes live, we snag some shots from within the studio.
pitch. And while Crawford struggled mightily, at one point being 6 to the minus, the Red Sox rolled through the season as expected. Then came September. On the morning of the 1st, Boston led the AL East and had 3. Like I said in the process, the Chiefs lost Pro Bowl running back and franchise icon Jamal Charles to a torn ACL, which means he'll be out for the remainder of the season. This is on top of the season ACL injury tear to safety Eric Berry, the rising star of the KC secondary. The Chiefs won the AFC West last season, but now sit at 0-2 with a tough schedule ahead and no breathing room in sight. To avoid an extremely disappointing season, quarterback Mike.
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education.
Right up here.
So every year I take promising high schoolers on a college tour
Lights there, darks there.
to show them that higher education means a brighter future. My name is Nnamdi Asamoah. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Find out how you can live United for education. Give, advocate, volunteer. Go to liveunited.org.
Do you wear this? Yo, check out this chef, right? Right? That's so gay. That's really gay. Dude, look at those pants.
Please don't say that.
What?
Don't say that something is gay when you mean that something is dumb or stupid. It's insulting. It's like if I thought this pepper shaker was stupid and I said, man, and this pepper shaker is so 16-year-old boy with a cheesy mustache. Just saying. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
Arkansas State University. One howl of an experience. Text HOWL to 74700.
monster in my bathtub. There's one on the couch. There's a monster on my bed.
Keep innocent things from triggering an asthma attack.
Please make the monsters go away.
Learn how to stop their asthma attacks at noattacks.org.
I'm home, and I love it. I'm home, where I belong.
It's always nice to come home, but many Americans are at risk of foreclosure and losing their homes. Making home affordable from the U.S. government has already helped over 1 million struggling homeowners like these. The sooner you act, the better chance we can help you.
I'm home, where I belong.
For you. Hey, Mom.
You know, girls, I used to cheer back in my day. Ready? Okay! Go team!
That was amazing, amazing, amazing. Mom, that was amazing.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
This is so cool, Dad.
Awesome. This is so cool, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
While Cody goes during his first commercial break, Charles and Cody talk about adjusting cameras and how he's doing on time.
But luckily, the football team gets Central Arkansas this weekend at home, and I expect them to rebound convincingly. Coming up next, head soccer coach Fatwa Zayenge stops in to talk about ASU and the beautiful game. This is on top of the season ACL injury tear to safety Eric Berry, the rising star of KC secondary. The Chiefs won the AFC West last season, but now sit at 0-2 with a tough schedule for quite some time. When we return, I'll take a look at ASU football and ASU volleyball. Stay tuned.
Okay, so what happened? What happened?
Y'all gotta put that cord back to the TV. How we doing on time?
How we doing on time? A minute over than what we have planned.
Okay.
You don't have to stress it.
Huh?
Don't worry. They said don't worry. We're coming back on 2. Cardi, we're coming back on 2.
Okay. Ask him if I sound okay, you know, being sick.
Does Cody sound okay?
Feel like, am I understandable?
Yeah. Is it understandable?
Caleb then explains to Cody mishaps in the first segment and prepares Cody for the next segment. Charles gives Cody cues for beginning the second segment.
Yes, sir.
So you said
I would actually come about right here.
I can see your cues from here. Yeah.
Okay, because he was over here and you were looking pretty extreme over there.
Okay.
So
I mean, if you want to move this way.
You come back on 2.
as long as you can see there without having.
Welcome back. For this week's ASU segment, we'll start with ASU volleyball. The team has experienced a great run in recent weeks, posting a 3-0 record at the Holiday Inn Express Invitational in Northwestern, which culminated in a 5-match winning streak to push their overall record to 95. Brandon Basket earned Sun Belt Conference Defensive Player of the Week honors, the 6th time the Overland Park, Kansas native has received the award. Basket has 269 digs this season, and that average per game ranks third in the SBC.
We now see Cody's full screen graphic he made about the NFL major injuries.
Eric Berry and running back Jamal Charles with torn ACLs. Another AFC West player, Chargers kicker Nate Cady, perhaps one of the top 5 kickers in the entire NFL, also tore his ACL on the Chargers' first play of the season, and he's also out for the year.
Charles is then given directions to explain to Cody he is going short on time and can stretch the interview segment. Caleb Phillip then checks the focus on soccer coach Zainge's camera. Cody's guest for his interview segment.
How short were we on time in that segment?
How short? She said this didn't work for them, but
what was the time on that segment? Are we over or under?
Cody then prepares head women's soccer coach Zainge on what they're about to talk about.
I want to know if the else, right?
30 seconds on 2.
Okay.
You have the open for the open, so don't forget.
Okay, so we're going to run the interview open?
Yep, in 25 seconds.
Charles gives Cody a ready cue, and we include a small snippet of their interview. If you want to catch more interviews with Cody Durto on Shot Clock, be sure to tune in to ASU TV Channel 18 on Thursday evenings.
The start of the season kind of was the mixed start, and we'll get to that in a minute. But first, I'm going to let Coach tell you guys.
Zimbabwe, it's in Southern Africa. I'm the last child, family of 4 boys in one girl. I basically grew up playing soccer. It's the most popular sport in Zimbabwe. It's the most popular sport in all of Africa, and improvise basically. And so that's how I grew up playing the game barefooted. And then went on to play as I got older in high school, came to the United States, played in college, and I played 4 years professionally, retired, and then started coaching.
What were those 4 professional years that?
As a forward, and ended up playing as a midfielder. Yeah.
Did you have any particularly interesting or memorable goals during your professional career or even collegiate career?
Yeah, I led the nation in scoring my senior year, and I think I was 2nd or 3rd in assists in the NCAA. As far as
not Birmingham, I'll get my facts straight. That's pretty interesting, Coach. Now, to get to a little bit of a heavier subject.
Sure.
The ASU women's soccer team, which obviously you've been there to see this, in the last 4 matches, you guys have posted 3 losses and a tie. Yes.
Now here are a few shots of what the set looks like from within the studio, from different angles. This brings us to inside the control room. Inside the control room, we have Marcella, who's checking on time while the interview progresses.
Over and above everything else, just very refreshing to be in the atmosphere of
Cody, Stephen, and Charles work together to keep the shots and action in order, according to the rundown. As we go to commercial break, Cody thanks Coach Zayenge for his participation and his help. Here at ASU TV, we really appreciate and thank our guests. Without people, we have no programming.
After Sunday afternoon at 7 done. Wouldn't that be beautiful? That would be beautiful, just like the game itself. Coach, thanks for joining me this week, and good luck to you guys Friday and Sunday. When we come back, everybody, I'm going to have the fantasy matchups that you guys need to start and look for this weekend, as well as some interesting pickups that you should have your team. Stay tuned.
Could you hear me when I told you?
Appreciate it, my man.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming in.
No problem, anytime, man.
Yeah, okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I'll look at it, you said 7 o'clock.
Yeah, what I do is when we get done, and I'll schedule, I'll email you again. Okay. And I'll email you the times. Okay. That way you can look for it.
All right, my man. Thanks, guys.
Hopefully
Appreciate it.
hopefully I'll be able to make it out this weekend and see at least one game or so.
All right, my man.
Good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
So, will that too loud when I tell you 1 minute, or was it?
Now, I can hear you. You might want to be a little bit quiet. I can see your motion.
Oh, okay.
I just don't want to cut him off. Because he's saying some really good stuff.
I'm sorry.
No. It's
The first open, then you open.
Open and then 2.
Yes.
Okay.
20 seconds. 16 seconds.
Like I said, if you guys do some packages video-wise for competitions, I'll, after we get fixed up, I'll phone them on you.
All right. Come on, too.
Like I mentioned earlier in the show, last weekend featured the injury bug around the NFL, and I'm sure it's taken on toll on your fantasy teams just like it has with some of mine. This week,
For Cody's next segment, he talks a little bit about fantasy football.
Stevie Johnson of the Bills, his offense. And then finally, we have Thomas Jones. As I mentioned earlier, Jamal Charles of the Chiefs went out with a torn ACL. Thomas Jones, naturally being the backup, will fill the starting role. And while he may share carries with Dexter McCluster, Thomas Jones has some good seasons with the Bears, and he's also had some good seasons in Kansas City. And while he might not be a 90-yard touchdown kind of guy, he might be a 65-yard, 32-yard receiving kind of guy. Now, some of those, like I said, might be iffy to you at home, but give him a shot, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. That's all I have for you this week on Shot Clock. Thanks for spending your evening with me. And you have time, check out the ASUTV.com page for info on all our shows, staff, and the department. And also check the ASU TV Facebook page, where you post pictures from the studio and information regarding shows. Have a great weekend and take in some Red Bull sports. I'll see you next Thursday.
At the end of the last segment, Charles gives Cody a wrap and tells him the show is over and we are good to start closing up shot.
I think we're done?
Yes, sir.
After the break, we'll get a snippet of ASU TV, So You Think You Got Talent.
Hungry? The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Hey.
Ready to go?
Yeah, but the fire's not out.
Close enough.
Close enough? If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. I mean, the next thing you know, you've torched our whole neighborhood.
Which is why we're not going anywhere?
Exactly. 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Are different. Society should aspire to be more like us.
Be part of the first class. Get energized. Get outside.
Hold on, guys. It's gonna get bumpy.
And get moving. Experience the power of physical activity. Join the movement at actionheroalliance.com.
Yes. No. Come on.
Oops.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go. Moms everywhere are finding ways to keep kids active and healthy. Works every time. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov.
Learning how to kickflip 6 stairs takes determination. So will getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
Did you buy the flashlight and the batteries?
Yes.
Did you make sure we're not missing anything in the first aid kit?
Yup.
Did you go through the plan with the kids again?
Yes.
The more you prepare today, the more you'll be able to reduce the devastating effects of a tornado, an earthquake, a power outage, or any other disaster. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed. Visit ready.gov.
It's always wildfire season somewhere in America. Nearly 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by the carelessness of humans and could be prevented. But together, we can make a difference.
Watch what I can do!
Help protect the home of our forest friends.
Come on! You can do it!
Only you can prevent wildfires.
To find out more, log on to SmokeyBear.com.
The judges on ASU So You Think You Got Talent include Professor Alexander Brown and Sandra Combs and student Tracy Wineland. The host of ASU So You Think You Got Talent is no other than Kurt Camphausen. Along with Kurt, we have Caleb Phillips as director and Mario Clark as producer and DJ.
Okay, that's good. All right, here we go. Coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mixing up. Cue on. Bring up channel 8. What's wrong with that audio?
Wait, we need to stop.
All right, stop. Reset.
What's the issue? Audio's not coming through?
Use channel 8.
On channel 8? What's up, definitely.
Phillips. Thank you so much. Very nice. All right, let's see what our judges have to say, starting with you, Tracy.
The judges try their best to be critical and help the aspiring talent.
Maybe smile, kind of show us you enjoy playing the drum. That's really about all I have to say.
This comes.
I was on the same thing. I wrote down too serious, almost angry, and then I thought about drum line. You had your drum line that is song. You remember the movie? And I wanted to see like a hint of a smile like you got now. You know, something. You know, I enjoyed it and it brought back the movie Drumline for sure. But I wanted to see that you were having a good time and that you liked doing it.
And Mr. Brown.
Yeah, I did want to see grab those sticks, stick them out there and drop them. I wanted to see that. but what bands or drum corps have you played in? Give me mine.
I play in the East Quincy County Band, and now I play in the A-State Marching Band and the orchestra.
Great. All right. Well, you know, I wasn't so much trumpet, whatever, you know, symphonic snare. Oh, well, here's all the snare record. You almost don't see that. So I wonder about it being a solo instrument at all. So, you know, I don't know where you can go with it.
All right, thank you, judges. So overall consistency, more expression on your face, but great drumming. Thank you very much, Peter. Appreciate it. All right, when we come back, we'll have one more singing performance. Don't go anywhere.
Kurt.
Oh. Well, I'll retract my statement when we come back.
Alright, we may take that mic off stage. Mario, bring channel 2 all the way down. Mic 2 and
concentration, focus.
We've got 2 more. We've got a singer, Nanda, and
And welcome back to You Got Talent. We've seen a drummer, we've seen a freestyle poet, we've seen a beatboxer.
You told me how proud you were when I walked away. If only I knew what I know today. I would hold you in my arms. I would take the pain away. Thank you for all you've done. Forgive all your mistakes. There's nothing I wouldn't do to hear your voice again. Sometimes, would you tell me I was wrong? Would you help me understand? Are you looking down upon me? Are you proud of who I am?
Nanda Smith, thank you so much. That was beautiful. Let's see what our judges have to say, starting with you, Ms. Combs.
You got a beautiful range, but I just couldn't hear all that I needed to hear.
Yeah, very pretty voice, right? And I was sensing kind of what you guys were saying, but I hadn't put it into words yet. But you don't need the glasses.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, coming up, we have another singing performance. Performing Hallelujah by Alexandria Burke. Please welcome to the stage, Ms. Shea Floyd.
You know, any place but music to me. Words like this, the fourth, the fifth, the minor
And that was just a taste of ASU TV's So You Think You Have Talent. After the break, we have 3 interviews with ASU TV staff members. And you won't want to miss it.
This is so cool, Dad. Awesome. This is so cool, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
I'm home, and I love it. I'm home, where I belong.
It's always nice to come home, but many Americans are at risk of foreclosure and losing their homes. Making home affordable from the U.S. government has already helped over 1 million struggling homeowners like these. The sooner you act, the better chance we can help you.
I'm home, where I belong.
In the event of a car crash, 3 out of 4 kids are not as secure as they should be because their car seats are not used correctly. But the latch system makes it easier to get it right and to hold your kids tight. Anchor, tether, latch. Learn more at safercar.gov.
Arkansas State University. One howl of an experience. Text HOWL to 74700.
Oh, this isn't good. I was a gift from him to her. I'm going to the animal shelter, which isn't necessarily bad. I just hate the stigma associated with shelter pets. People will think I bite or that I spray everywhere. They're the ones with problems. I'm totally fine. Adopt me, you'll see. I'm gonna go pack.
I can't even believe you! And she has a mustache!
Learning how to kickflip 6 stairs takes determination. So will getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
Yo, check out this chef, right? Right? That's so gay. That's really gay. Dude, look at those pants.
Please don't say that.
What?
Don't say that something is gay when you mean that something is dumb or stupid. It's insulting. It's like if I thought this pepper shaker was stupid and I said, man, and this pepper shaker is so 16-year-old boy with a cheesy mustache. Just saying. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
Hey.
Ready to go?
Yeah, but the fire's not out.
It's close enough.
Close enough? If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. I mean, the next thing you know, you've torched our whole neighborhood.
Which is why we're not going anywhere?
Exactly. 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Marcella, tell us about what you do for the station.
Well, I'm a director. I direct one show, Shot Clock with Cody Derto, and I'm also the webmaster. I design and I manage the website, asutv.com.
What aspirations do you have for the station in the years to come?
Well, I would like for it to be known and watched by more people. Once we start putting our shows online, maybe we can reach a greater audience and get more people to watch us. see what we're doing, because I think we've been doing a great job here, and we've been learning a lot.
What is the best part about being involved in a student-ran station?
Well, you get to work and do stuff that you may not be able to do in a big station maybe, because in here we have not full control. We get to play around with the equipment and do stuff that maybe in other stations a student wouldn't be able to do. And it's also practice for whatever we're going to do when we go out there in the real world.
Cody, how has being a part of ASU TV affected your life?
Being a part of ASU TV and the station and the department as a whole has been pretty beneficial and enlightening and fun. I really got involved the second half of my freshman year, and then I actually started as a staff member my first year as a sophomore, or my first semester as a sophomore, so that would have been a year ago this fall. And I started working with ASU TV and started the Red Wolf Roundtable sports program, which was pretty interesting and amateur at first, but it got better. And then now I do Shot Clock, which is Roundtable minus Kurt, but with myself, and it's a little different. I try to make it as professional as possible, and I think it's coming out good so far. We've had a couple shows, not perfect, but we'll get there. I got a lot of freshmen and new people helping out, and they're getting a lot of experience, which I think is great. So I like helping people, I always have, and having those new kids in here gives me a chance to show them how to do a show, how to do graphics, how to produce a show, how to write a script, how to be a host, how to speak well on camera, all those kind of things. And I think that that's important because sometimes people don't get that, and I just think that the department as a whole, it's a good place to hang out. You know, you might get tired of being here if you're here 12 hours, 5 days a week, but then again, you kind of don't too, because you have your friends here and you have professors that are fun to talk with, and they care about the work you're doing, and they care about making you better. And since I've been involved with ASU TV and the comm department, my life has improved greatly. I'm happier probably now than I ever have been in the past.
And post-graduation, what will you have gained from this experience?
Well, I expect from this experience, obviously, my professional experience doing the show and working with sports and the TV crews that come here for games. I expect to be prepared for a job in the sports world, either as an anchor, a writer, production person, or even as a statistician, excuse me. But what I'll take probably the most is probably the memories and the friendships, because I feel like the majority of the people I know in this department, especially those on the ASU TV staff, I feel like those will probably be friends for life, and probably we'll all go our separate ways, because that's kind of the thing in the business. We might be scattered across the world, if it's just not the country. I just think that those are the people I'll stay in contact with. They're the people that, you know, we'll meet on vacation and catch up with, see how their family's doing, seeing how they're doing, and as a whole, just probably come back and speak to kids in the future and tell them what a great place this is, and that they really should take advantage of it, and in doing so that they'll be prepared for an awesome professional life, and in turn with an awesome professional life, a great personal life because of that, with a successful career, and they'll love their job. And I feel like if you love your job, then you actually never have to work a day in your life.
What is your favorite memory you've made since you've joined the station?
There's been a couple. I don't know if I could place a best memory, but I have a couple. Excuse me. Probably the first time we went to do the show, the Red Wolf Roundtable, was Kurt and I and Devin, and that was, and Marcella and Caleb and everybody crewing it. That was pretty fun. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know what we were getting ourselves into, and gosh, I mean, it's just one of those things where you can't ever experience that again, and it's just that fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get butterflies, and I get really excited every Thursday or Wednesday or whatever day it is that I decide to shoot the show every week now. But those days, you know, you can't ever get those back, just when you were fresh in it and everything was new and exciting, and when you felt like you were on top of the world. And I still feel like that sometimes now. But you know, back then when you're like, hey, when you're telling people for the first time, watch my TV show, check out, I got a TV show, all that kind of stuff. That makes you feel awesome. I mean, you go home and tell your family, tell your coworkers, tell people out in the community. I mean, it might inflate your ego just a little bit, but it's a lot of fun. It makes you feel really good about yourself, and it makes you feel like you're doing something with your life. And that, and just the banter that we all have as staff members every time we go to shoot anybody's show, is probably the most intriguing and most entertaining memories I'll take from this experience.
Caleb, can you tell us about the history of the station?
Well, the station was founded back in the 70s. After the success of our radio department, there was a need to increase TV production, and more people wanted to go into TV production. So after KSU was successful, then ASU TV came online. And it wasn't originally in the communications building, neither was KSU. KSU was originally in Wilson Hall, and then there was it's a small pink building right where I guess we'll call it a courtyard if you want to, between the Honors College, the Education, and one of the Lab Science buildings. There's a little pink building constructed there. It's long since gone, and in the 80s, this building, the building we're in now, was constructed and our studios came in. And we continued there. We haven't always been a 24/7 station. We've bounced around all kinds of channels from 14 to 63. We're finally on 18. We think 18 is going to be permanent for a while, going HD when we eventually start broadcasting in HD. We don't know how that'll go, but we'll let you know when that happens. Of course, we were standard definition for the longest time. Back in the day, we were state-of-the-art when our equipment was, and it got outdated. Right now, we have one of the largest studios in the South, television studios in the South. KAIT does a telethon every year here because our studio can support the space that they need. And we had 2 studios originally as well. One was Studio 2, or Studio B as it was called, and it's what is now our multimedia lab. We turned that into classroom space because there wasn't a need for the second studio. Things started getting condensed. We started going back into just one studio, and our large studio served the purpose, and now we are a one studio station and currently going HD. We're upgrading all the equipment. It's slowly working, a couple of bugs, and pretty soon we'll have it all fixed and be completely HD.
Can you describe to us your position as station manager?
As station manager, I'm in charge of acquiring content for programming. I make decisions about when things go on the air, what goes on the air. I oversee every show that ASU TV has, and then my little minions will help oversee that as well. So I'm not here 24/7 like most people think I am. A lot of people think I stay in the communications building. I have a room somewhere, but I really don't. I actually have a room here on campus. I stay in the Honors Hall. I don't live here as much as I'm here all the time. I'm just involved in everything. I guess you can say my hand is in every cookie jar we have here. From, like I said, programming to scheduling to the production of the shows to dealing with community relations and public relations. Basically, I don't want to say I am the voice of ASU TV, but generally you'll get emails from me for ASU TV. So,
what have you gained or / expect to gain from being a part of ASU TV?
I really hope to gain an advantage in the television field. I'm here every day. I work on shows, and when people ask me what shows I work on, I can't even tell you them all because I forget, because it's just that many. And by that, I hope to get an advantage, get a leg up on other people in the field, and eventually, I'm slowly starting to see that eventually I would like to manage a broadcast station somewhere.
And do you have any interesting stories for us about shoots and things that have happened during production?
I don't know about funny. I've had stressful stories. Just a lot of mishaps. You know, there are times when things go completely wrong and you just have to laugh about it. We just got done shooting a show today and we forgot to turn the guest mic on. And so it's when that you have to quietly run out in the studio, and my shoes are not quiet. They like to clunk and clink and make noise on the concrete, so I'm having to tiptoe all the way on set to turn his mic on and hoping I don't get caught by cameras as I'm reaching and turning a mic pack on. So just little mess-ups as we're learning, and clever ways to fix it. You never know what's going on behind that camera. We have 4 cameras and one might be up at the time, But the other 3, you never know what's going on. We could be dancing or making funny faces, and hopefully we don't get caught. I've been caught a few times, so.
And what do you wish to tell our viewers?
Just watch the station. I really encourage you to tune in to ASU TV. Watch it. It's different. Our #1 complaint 2 years ago was it's nothing but a PowerPoint and classic art showcase. It's drastically different nowadays. We have content, we're producing content, we're acquiring content, all for you. So just really tune in and soak up and enjoy what we're showing you. And if you don't like it, let us know. If you do like it, let us know, because that's the only way that we can improve our programming, is getting feedback from you.
And last, what do you have to say to all of our freshman RTV students?
I want to see every freshman RTV major in this studio during productions, learning, soaking up, and let me expand that. Not just freshman RTV majors, but sophomore RTV majors, junior RTV majors, senior RTV majors. We just invested $500,000 in you. That's what this is. This equipment is not an investment. It's not a showpiece for the RTV department, the ASU, College of Communications, Arkansas State. It's an investment in the program and in the students. So if you don't use it, you're at a loss, because there are going to be others that will. So we really encourage you to show up, work programs, even if it's just running a camera. Start somewhere, learn the basics. I will teach you, my staff will teach you, the instructors will teach you. But just be willing to learn new things.
ASU TV.
ASU TV.
ASU TV.
ASU TV.
ASU TV
has provided me with a lot of real-life experience.
It's your station. You can be on it.
It's a way of life.
It's fun.
It's very exciting.
It's a purpose. It's something we eat, live, breathe, study, sleep.
Prepared me for a future career in the industry.
It's like family.
We're not the same people.
You can find different kinds of people right here.
You have your ideas, I have my ideas. So-and-so has their ideas, and when you put it all together, it's like baking a magnificent birthday cake. It comes out and everybody's happy.
ASU TV to me is long nights, lots of stress, headaches, but a whole heck of a lot of fun.
Be creative. Let's just be silly and fun and imaginative.
Bring cool shows straight to you.
All the emotions you get to see in yourself on TV, of telling other people's stories. It's something that you, as a reporter, as a journalist, as a person, as part of ASU TV itself, like I said, live and breathe, and it's instilled in here, and as long as it's in here, we'll do it with a passion.
Get you to watch and entertain you, the viewer. ASU TV.
You should be watching.
You should be watching. Keep your TV on channel 18.
ASU TV. You should be watching.
Watch it.